Good morning, YouTube. I'm posting another video following up the first video I made. Uh, I'm over here at ATS, Associated Training Services, over in Wisconsin right now, getting ready to make myself employable for North Dakota or Texas, somewhere in the oil fields. Now, about the hotel, it's called the Water Tower Inn. It's actually not, this hotel is actually not half bad. Uh, The room's actually got like a refrigerator, a microwave, and in the main area where there's like a pool table, as you can see on the left side of the screen. The arcade that doesn't even freaking work. That's like a 1979 arcade game or something. Um, anyways, um, but they got hot plates and stuff that you could cook your food on. I would suggest coming out with about maybe $300 if you're a vet and you're using a GI Bill. You get to pocket that BAH money or that housing stipend you're going to get at the first of the month. And over here, the housing allowance is about $15.87, I believe. You can look it up online. Any BAH site will tell you what the rates are. But you pretty much get to pocket that money, and if you're good with your money, I ain't about to sit here and tell you what to do with it. But me personally, what I did, I basically stocked up as much as I could. I got burgers, hot dogs, and the whole nine. And they have stuff you could cook your food in, not just microwavables and oodles and noodles and other stuff like that. You can basically eat whatever you want if you can afford it. Now about the school, this right now I'm in crane operator school. I'm taking crane 1, crane 2, and CDL. I mainly came out here for the CDL portion, but I figured, hey, I might as well, since I'm sticking around here, I might as well get a couple more qualifications and get my NCCCO for being a crane operator, because I hear that's a good industry as well. But like I said, I'm mainly here to get a CDL and hopefully land a job in the oil fields later in the year out in Dakota or Texas. So I haven't been in the CDL portion yet, but I could talk about the crane operator course so far. I've been there for almost a week now. Uh, they kind of throw everything at you kind of fast. The instructors aren't too bad at all. They might read a paragraph out of the book and then start explaining it to you and show you some diagrams. I think probably on the second day, I think I learned much more in 5 minutes time than I did sitting in a classroom for like 6 hours, just reading the book and looking at diagrams. Like they'll show me parts of the crane outside, and bam, I was nailing it. Got behind. You do get a lot of chance to get behind the wheel. Half of it is half of the time you're in class. The class is from 7 to 4, so from 7 to about 11 o'clock before you go on lunch for about 30 minutes, you're in the classroom. In the second half, you're gonna be outside on the cranes, learning how to controlling, learning all the controls, learning how to hoist the hook, down the hook. You're learning all the hand signals. You're learning how to boom up, boom down, um, and you're learning how to swing left and swing right. The controls can be a little complicated because you got to put just enough pressure on it for it to make the movement you want to make. Um, but I think it's a pretty good school. I think I'm really confident in the choice I made. Uh, my situation was a little different. When you saw my first video, it looked like I was living up in a little shack. That was really my folks' house, and they're renovating the house, and I was over there helping them do so. But I had to do something with myself, and I wanted to land an oil field job. So I came up here, took the last $300 I had, and bought an Amtrak ticket, and the rest of the money I had, I stocked up on food to eat for the next couple of weeks until I get paid with a GI Bill. When you get up here, you're going to be on your own to get back and forth to school. They do have a program where like some students are willing to take you back and forth to school every day, especially if you got the same class. That's personally what I'm doing right now. Um, The lady that's been running me back and forth to school, she's just been pretty damn awesome about the whole thing. Uh, she hasn't really charged me gas and stuff like that yet. But as soon as I come with some money, I'm gonna be courteous and give her some gas. Um, but I'm gonna be here for about 10 weeks or so. Crane 1 is about 3 weeks. Crane 2 is another 3 weeks, and getting your CDL is 4 weeks. And then I'm actually staying 11 weeks. I'm sorry about that, 11 weeks, because I have one extra week to do another course called rigging and signalman, which is just another good certification to have. I mean, you get the time on your hands, you might as well just knock it out. Now, the classes are pretty fast paced, so you're gonna have to keep your eyes peeled and clear your mind and focus strictly on that. I mean, if you gotta stop talking to people at home for a little while, you might want to do that. If you're homesick, by all means, call them when you get off work. And that's another thing I want to address. You're actually not allowed to have your cell phone or your laptop or any type of electronics that looks like it's even capable of recording any classroom time. I mean, usually when I was in college, I would take my laptop with me and I would open it to do a video just like the one I'm making now, but I would just record the instruction. Over here, you're not allowed to do so because this is a family-owned company. They don't want all their secrets and all their lessons out there on the public, on the internet and stuff. So that's that. Uh, this video will be up for some time, so if you come across this and you got any questions at all, you can always feel free to ask. And I'm usually pretty freaking good in checking my YouTube page. Uh, and I try my absolute best to get back at everybody. Right now, I think my first video probably got a little over 100 views, so it was easy for me because I didn't have too many comments on there. But yeah, by all means, knock yourself out, leave a comment, just don't be a dick. That's pretty much it. All right. Well, I got to get ready for class or whatnot. It's Friday. Uh, well, before I close up, from Monday to Thursday, classes will be from 7 to 4. On a Friday, it's going to be a half day. It's going to be 7 to 11. It's like that every single Friday. This Friday might be a little longer for me because it's the first week, because you do have to take a drug test in order to stay in your class. You don't pass the drug test, they probably won't let you back over here unless you pay like $1,000 fine and get a referral from DOT, Department of Transportation, saying you got yourself rehabilitated, and that can cost a lot of money. So before you even come up here, I strongly suggest you get clean. I don't know what everybody's situation is, but if you're if you've been a user or been doing anything that you shouldn't be doing, and you think you're just gonna come up here next week and be able to get through it, think again. If I were you, I'd probably wait like a good 6 months, depending what you're doing, and make sure you get cleaned up before you can come up here. Uh, it is a long ways away from home, and you're making that sacrifice to leave everything behind, like I did, and you travel too far to come here and, pardon my French, but bullshit around. I think I've been invited probably by like 4 people already to hang out and go party and go out to the city of Madison, Wisconsin. I declined every single time because that's not what I came up here for. I came up here to learn and get myself employable and get these qualifications. Because after this, I'm heading straight out to North Dakota. Even though it's probably going to be cold at the bitch when I get out there, fuck it. I'm there to work. I'm there to get paid and do something with my life. But again, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Like I said before, leave a comment. Just don't be a dick.